What are the rules of cyberspace? To ensure stability of cyberspace, countries have agreed on 11 norms of responsible behaviour. Although voluntary, these rules of the road set a standard of what countries should and should not do in cyberspace. What are these norms? The 11 norms are divided into two types. Norms of restraint, the activity or potential cyber targets that countries have decided are off limits. Norms of cooperation, the ways in which countries should cooperate against shared threats in cyberspace. Let's look at one of the norms a bit more closely. A state should not conduct or knowingly support ICT activity that intentionally damages critical infrastructure or otherwise impairs the use and operation of critical infrastructure to provide services to the public. This one is pretty broad, and while many countries have different definitions of what critical infrastructure is, most agree it includes the power grid, the financial system, food supply and transportation system. All these sectors are increasingly dependent on computers and computer networks, and a disruption to any of these could have catastrophic consequences. So, at least in peacetime, this norm means that no country should launch a cyber attack against these sectors that will result in great harm to ordinary citizens and lead to an unstable world. The fact that there is no clear agreement among states on what constitutes critical infrastructure or how these agreed norms should be implemented is not helping us deal with these threats. Worse yet, nation-state cyber attacks against these critical systems have continued and accelerated. The increased attacks against hospitals and healthcare providers in the height of the ongoing pandemic is a case in point. So, norms and rules are important, but there is more to do. First, we need greater acceptance and implementation of the norms from all countries around the world to give them greater force and meaning. But even then, norms are just nice words on paper if there is no accountability and consequences for bad actors who violate them. It is important for countries not just to embrace the norms, but to work together to call out those who transgress them and make sure there are consequences. Only then can we achieve a more stable and peaceful cyberspace for all.